What's going on, guys? Today I want to show you just the power that masks and editing can do for you. It's been a game changer for me ever since I can remember. I use it in almost every video, and they really just make your video that much better. So today I'm going to be showing you guys why they're so important, why they're so awesome, and why you should be using them in all your vids. I want to show you guys, this is one of my favorite YouTubers for drone video. Just take a look at this transition right here. It's pretty incredible. So he goes through the tent, then through the tree. Pretty remarkable. So that's what masks can do for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of my videos. All right, so here I am. I'm flying through the forest with the drone. I go under some logs here. And then I go under this big log. And you can see once I go under the log, the shot is a little exposed. Let's just play it for you. You see it's a little exposed when I go under it. It goes from dark to light. And then I go up, which kind of doesn't leave me with anywhere to go with that. It kind of just cuts off is what I'm saying. And I have this other shot, right, where I'm flying down this little creek. Beautiful. And I fly under this bridge here. And I thought maybe I could splice them together, or maybe there's a way that I could mask them together. There's a lot of challenges here because it wasn't just me flying straight under the log. I was curving, right? Look at the curve here. That curve, and then it goes down, and then it goes up right there. With this shot, I'm turning a little to the right, but for the most part, I'm going straight. So my thoughts were, if I could just mask around this whole area right here that's super exposed, I could just mask the bridge video and transition one into the other. So this is the final product. This is what I came out with. You'll notice it looks pretty realistic right here. And the reason for that is because if you go into the actual clip, double click it, and we look up here, now you can see where I drew. If I just take the blade, you can see that whole area. That's where the other clip is. It looks a little funky from this angle. But now let's take a look at the other clip. So this is the clip we're transitioning into. And you'll see that before I come up, it's actually transformed up on the y-axis. And you'll see right here. And the hardest part, like I said, because it wasn't coming straight on and it was coming at an angle, I had to transform the video to make it look as though it was realistic. I mean, look at this. It's turning, it's turning, it's turning, it's turning, and it's gone. I mean, you can see right here is like the most challenging part for me. If I just keep that video in the same position, it's not going to look good at all. I'm not going to lie to you. I spent way too much time on that transition. Probably more than 20 hours if you want the truth. I'll show you another one here from a recent video. So if you'll notice right here, I'm describing the Sunday. I'm explaining what parts you need to make it. To do that, I wanted to highlight the actual parts as I said them. And I didn't really have a way to do that. So the way I did it was just I put a mask around the objects that I was talking about. I put a generator under them with the color green. And then when I would talk about them, I would just activate that specific object. Right here, I mentioned the gumballs. And then I mentioned the smile. Then I mentioned the cherries, the bananas, and the fudge. Let me show you another example of a video I've done. Pretty simple, right? I mean, it just waving over all the Oreos. Kind of cool effect. It just skips the whole process and does it quick for you. Better for the viewer for sure. Let me also show you something I'm working on currently. So here's a video of me working out. And then it's pretty easy. So the most important thing when you're doing masks, if you're doing multiple people in the same position, is you need your camera to be in manual settings. So that means manual white balance, manual ISO, shutter speed, and aperture, and you also need manual focus. With everything set to manual, you shouldn't have any issues with lighting or focus or anything like that. One thing you will have a problem with if you're doing a video like this, you'll even see right here. You can see where my line is right there. And if you don't look at the line and you just look at this, right, you can see right there, there's a little line from the shadow. So when you're doing videos like this and you have shadows, that's the hard part, is getting around the shadows. Here's another example. And this one was really fun to do. So I'll just show you really fast how you could actually use the mask, right? So say I want this clip right here, me playing guitar. That's the clip I want. Let's go right there. So it's the clip I want. I'm just gonna go like this. Let's drop one video on top of the other, and then whichever video is on top, you put the mask on that video. Click your control points around it. Now it might not be perfect, and the reason for that is because I'm laying on the bed. In the other video, I'm not laying on the bed, right? Look, you can just see. There I am. Not there. Back. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty easy to use. And then look. Now you got two of me in the same frame. So it's pretty easy. You just put the masks around each person. It's a great tool. It's awesome to use. It's fun to use. I always like the outcomes I get when I use them. So if you're not using masks in your videos, definitely start using them. They're a great tool to have. They're just a lot of fun to play with, and it's one way to get better at editing. But stay tuned for another possible drone transition video coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.